So hi guys, so for today's topic, I'm going to discuss addition of rational expression. So for our example number 1, so we're going to add 2 over x plus 2 plus 1 over x minus 5. Okay, so we have 4 steps to add the rational expression. Okay, so as you can see, our given example, ito ay example ng dissimilar or different denominators, no? So magkaiba yung kanilang denominators. So hindi mo pwedeng i-apply yung steps in adding similar rational expression. Okay? Kasi yun ay magkaiba dito sa ating dissimilar. Okay? So step number 1, so we're going to write all fractions as equivalent fractions with a common denominator. Okay, so kailangan daw natin is ilagay yung ating dalawang expression o yung ating dalawang fraction as equivalent fraction. Okay, so dapat meron silang or magkaroon sila ng common denominator. Okay, step number 2, we're going to combine the fraction as a single fraction that has the common denominator. Okay, so ibig sabihin na ito, yung ating dalawang expression o dalawang fraction is pwede na po silang pagsamahin na kung saan dapat parehas or meron silang common denominator. Okay? Then number 3, we're going to simplify the expression in the top of the fraction. Okay? So ito na po yung pwede tayo mag-multiply dito, mag-plus, mag-minus. Okay? Basta kailangan lang natin i-simplify yung ating numerator. Okay? Then, number 4, so we're going to reduce the fraction to lowest term. Ayan, ito yung pwede tayo mag-cancel out or we can find the GCF to get the lowest term of our fraction. Okay, so solution. Okay, so we're going to write the expression or the two fraction with a common denominator. Okay? So, para magkaroon sila ng common denominator, so ang gagawin lang natin is i-multiply lang natin yung ating first expression, okay, ng x minus 5. Okay? Tapos yung ating pangalawang expression or yung pangalawang fraction, i-multiply lang natin ng x plus 2. Okay? So, parang ganito siya. So, we have x minus 5 over x minus 5 times 2 over x plus 2. Then plus 1 over x minus 5 times x plus 2 over x plus 2. Okay? So, kung mapapansin nyo, meron tayong x minus 5 na minultiply dun sa ating first expression or first fraction. Okay? So, saan galing itong x minus 5 na to? So, galing po ito dito sa ating denominator ng ating second fraction. Okay? And then, doon sa ating pangalawang fraction or pangalawang expression is minultiply natin siya ng x plus 2 over x plus 2. Okay? So, saan galing to? Galing po ito dito sa ating denominator ng first fraction or first expression. Okay? So, yan. So, we're going to multiply lang. Okay? So, we have x minus 5 times 2 over x minus 5 of, times the quantity of x plus 2 plus 1 times x plus 2 over x minus 5 times the quantity of x plus 2. Ayan. Okay? So, ganito po yung magiging itsura niya. So, as you can see, no? So, meron na tayong common denominator, which is x minus 5 times the quantity of x plus 2. Okay? So, since napares sila ng denominator, so we can apply the step number 2. So, that is combine the fraction as a single fraction that has the common denominator. Okay? So, ang gagawin lang dito is pagsamahin mo lang po yung ating dalawang numerator. Okay, so that is x minus 5 times 2 plus 1 times x plus 2. Okay, and then we're going to write the denominator ng isa lang kasi pares lang naman sila. So, we have x minus 5 then x plus 2. Okay? Yan. So, ito yung kanilang common denominator. Okay? So, hindi mo siya kailangan na isulat ng dalawang beses. Okay? So, common nga silang dalawa. So, ibig sabihin, we're going to rewrite ng isang beses lang. Okay? Then, after that, so we're going to simplify the expression in the top of the fraction. Okay? So, we're going to simplify this. So, using the distributive property of multiplication. Okay? So, multiply lang natin to. Isa-isa. So, we have 2 times x. So, we have 2x. Then, 2 times negative 5. So, that is negative 10. Okay? Then, plus. So, 1 times x is 1x or x na lang. Then, 1 times 2. So, that is positive 2. Okay? All over x minus 5 times the quantity of x plus 2. Okay? Then, we're going to simplify or we're going to combine like terms. So, we have 2x plus x. So, that is 3x. Then, negative 10 plus 2. So, that is negative 8. All over x minus 5 times the quantity of x plus 2. Okay? So, as you can see, no, sa ating sagot is hindi na po applicable yung number 4. Because number 4 is, sabi dito, reduce the fraction to lowest term, no? So, wala na pong lowest term itong ating fraction or expression. Okay? So, pwede na po ito yung sagot or we can use the FOIL method para masimplify ito. So, cooperate pa natin yung numerator. So, we have 3x minus 8 all over. So, gamit tayo ng FOIL method dito. So, first, outer, inner, tsaka last term. So, we have first, so we have x times x. So, we have x squared. Then, x times x squared. Then, outer term, so x times 2. So, we have 2x. Then, inner term, so negative 5 times x. So, that is negative 5x. And then, the last term, so negative 5 times positive 2. So, negative 5 times positive 2, so that is negative 10. Okay? Then, we're going to rewrite this. So, we have x squared plus 2x minus 5x minus 10. Okay? And then, we're going to combine like terms. Tapos yung mga walang like terms, just bring down or copy lang. Tulad na itong x squared, bring down lang kasi wala siyang kaparehas. Then, 2x minus 5x, so that is negative 3x. Then, bring down or copy yung ating minus 10. Okay? So, this is our product. So, we have x squared minus 3x minus 10. Then, this is our final answer. Okay? Yan na po yung ating sagot. Yun lang. Salamat.